How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Riley here, and today, you guys know the drill. Yet again, we are bringing you guys another brand new NBA video here on my channel. Now, once again, we are going to be covering a brand new topic for today's video. And yes, if you have not looked at the title of the video yet, I will just say it now. We are going to be covering why Trae Young is going to develop into the next Stephen Curry of the NBA. I know this topic has been surfacing and going around a lot in NBA discussions recently with the rise of Trae Young and how good he's been doing recently in the second half of the NBA season. So we are definitely going to be jumping right into the topic of this video, but I want to say first and foremost that if you guys are new viewers and you are checking out my content for the first time in this video, or you are coming from a previous video and you haven't done so yet, please, you guys, I highly encourage each and every one of you to go down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You guys are not going to regret doing this. I promise you that. It's free, it's easy, and it just gets you guys my content that much quicker than just checking my channel every now and then. Also, while you do that, make sure to hit the push notification bell. That way you get notifications on your phone or computer every time I post. But that's enough talking about that. I thank any of you who are going to do that for me. I really do appreciate it. But without further ado, let's jump into why Trae Young is going to be the next Stephen Curry in the NBA. All right, now for most of you who have been following basketball for the past couple of years, or your whole life for that matter, you guys know that as Trae Young decided to come out of college and declare for the NBA draft after 1 year of attending the University of Oklahoma, that there were a ton of questions going around if he was going to be an NBA star immediately, or if all the hype around him in college was all just a big fluke and he was going to be a bust as soon as he got into the NBA. Which, I mean, it's pretty obvious though if you do look at how Trae Young played in college and how ridiculous he was compared to everybody else. He can shoot the basketball like nobody else in college, and if you watch the NBA nowadays, if you're able to shoot, you're able to play in the NBA. It's as simple as that. But so far this year, Trae Young has been producing at an insanely high level for just a 19 or 20-year-old in the NBA. It's actually ridiculous when you are looking at the numbers. But first off, we are going to compare Trae Young as he is right now in his rookie season to Steph Curry in his rookie season. So far throughout Trae Young's rookie year so far, he is averaging 17.5 points per game, which is actually identical to the amount of points that Stephen Curry averaged throughout his entire rookie year. Trae Young so far this year is currently averaging around 8 assists per game, while Steph averaged 6 assists per game throughout his entire rookie year. Along with putting up these numbers of 17.5 and almost 8 per game, Trae Young is also playing an average of 6 less minutes per game than Steph was in his rookie year with the Warriors. You also have to look at the fact with this that Trae Young is shooting 41% from the entire field as Steph shot 46%. And along with this, Trae Young is also shooting 32% from 3 overall this year, while Steph shot 43%. However, with looking at this shooting percentage difference, you also have to take into consideration that Trae Young, currently with the Atlanta Hawks, is the star player, is the main guy they are focusing around in their lineup. So obviously, when you look at it this way, he's going to be putting up a ton more shots than the average rookie would be. And doing this as a 19 or 20-year-old, I think we can give him some slack on what the percentages are so far, especially when it's only his first year in the NBA. So yeah, with these comparable numbers of Trae Young's rookie year so far to Steph's rookie year with the Golden State Warriors way back in 2009 or 2010, I can't remember, they are damn near identical and very, very similar. So along with him already averaging around the same numbers that Stephen Curry averaged in his rookie year, you also have to look at what Trae Young did in his 1 year at Oklahoma and what he's been doing so far in the NBA in terms of his range, because this kid might honestly have the craziest range for any NBA star coming in that we've seen since Steph Curry, obviously. He's a threat anywhere within 30 feet of the basket. You need to have a hand up on him, and you need to be up guarding him as close as you can. A lot of people are also making the argument with Trae Young that he's definitely going to have to bulk up and increase his size if he wants to be a point guard in the NBA and do what others can do, like for being able to drive the lane, etc. He's got to put some muscle on his bone. We all know this. Even though he's actually already put on 15 plus pounds since the NBA draft, he's actually got bigger. It's just hard to tell because of the people that he's playing against. But you guys know what I mean. He's slowly getting bigger as time goes on. We have to remember, as I'm making this video, he's currently a 20-year-old, so we have to give him some slack in certain areas. Along with this, as I've stated multiple times in the video so far, Trae Young came into the NBA after just 1 year at the University of Oklahoma. Steph Curry, on the other hand, came into the NBA after 4 years of attending Davidson. So once again, you have to think about it with putting up these similar numbers that Steph Curry did in his rookie year. Trae Young is doing this 4 years younger than what Steph Curry was. Trae Young still has a ton of developing to do that Steph Curry did when he was in college at Davidson. He developed his shooting. He developed his craft while he was at college playing against lower level talent, I guess you could say. While Trae Young is putting up these numbers against the best players in the world. And personally, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinions, he can only go up from here. It's only going to rise. His shooting percentages will rise. His points per game will rise. Everything is going to get better with this kid's craft if he puts in the time. Along with this, people are thinking that Steph Curry, I mean by people, I mean me, that Trae Young Young, excuse me, is going to be a better passer than Steph Curry currently is, which he is in the prime of his career, you could say. I think that Trae Young is going to be a better passer than Steph Curry. Trae Young has already been obviously showing off his passing abilities so far this year, and it's absolutely ridiculous. In fact, so far this season, Trae Young put up a game of 40 plus points and 10 plus assists as a rookie. In case you were wondering, the only other two rookies to ever do this in NBA history are 1, Michael Jordan, and 2, LeBron James. So yeah, Trae Young's already in a top tier category in that sense, I guess. And with building his reputation so far in the second half of the season, he still has a long way to go. Like in the situation where Stephen Curry is ranked now in the NBA, probably considered the best shooter in NBA history already. He obviously didn't come in with this reputation. He had to build it from year in and year out as time went on, and he has worked his way to this title, and he has earned the title as the best shooter in NBA history already. I personally believe it as well. Like right now, the game has never seen a better shooter than Steph Curry. That's flat out. That's you can't fight it. But who's to say that Trae Young cannot build himself up to the reputation that Steph Curry has right now, and per se even pass Stephen Curry by the time the prime of his career comes? Like I said before, it's obviously all going to depend on how much work he puts in, how much better he gets from year in and year out, who he plays with, how good his team is, etc. It's all going to play a factor in how he develops as an NBA player. Especially with how young Trae Young is, it makes me so excited to see how far he's going to go in the NBA and how much his shooting is going to increase and get better as time goes along. Now, as I'm saying, with the insane rookie year that Trae Young is putting up, especially in the second half of the season after the All-Star break, it is sad to say that the rookie of the year has already been decided. I mean, it's basically been decided since the first month of the NBA. And if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, I feel very sorry for you, because it is clearly Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. Just with the start to the year that Luka Doncic had, you can't match it. You cannot take the rookie of the year away from him. I'm pretty sure the odds right now for rookie of the year, if you were to bet on it in Vegas, or if you were to put $100 on Luka Doncic winning rookie of the year in Vegas odds right now, you would win back $1. Yes, the odds are 100 to 1 for Luka Doncic to win rookie of the year. However, I personally do believe with this rookie of the year fight that if Trae Young would have been putting up the numbers that he's putting up right now in the beginning of the season, this race would definitely still be up for debate. I'm fully confident on that. It just took a little bit for Trae Young to get into the groove of things with his team in the NBA, with his shooting, with everything about his game. But yeah, I'm sticking with it that if Trae Young was putting up the numbers he's put up for the past 2 or 3 weeks in the first month of the NBA, like Luka Doncic was going off for his Dallas Mavericks team, that this rookie of the year debate would still be up for grabs, and Trae Young honestly might have been like right there neck and neck with Luka Doncic. People are also going to make the argument that the Hawks are a terrible team right now, and even with Trae Young putting up these decent numbers as a rookie, people are trying to hate on Trae Young by saying that the Hawks are an awful team and they're not winning games, so the system is not working around him. But you got to be thinking about it, like, do you really think the Hawks are going all out to win games right now? Like, please just sit here for a second and think about it with me. Do you really think the Hawks are trying to win basketball games? Do you think they're trying to win every game they go into? Because I personally don't think they are. I mean, if you think they are, good for you, but I have my opinion, you have yours, okay? It does not matter on the fact of this, though, if they're winning or losing. Trae Young is putting everything he can into every single basketball game every night out on that court. You really can't ask any much more of him as a 19 to 20-year-old in the NBA. He is producing more than a lot of people actually probably thought he was going to. It's also crazy to think that with these two in the rookie of the year conversation, the top two of the board, which are Trae Young and Luka Doncic, obviously, that they were swapped in a trade on the day of the draft. Like, you have to think about it, depending on how good these players get, which obviously their potential is sky high right now for both of them, that this could go down as one of the greatest trades on draft day in NBA history. Like, there's no doubt in my mind on this, because obviously with the numbers they are putting up so far right now for their respected teams, and the amount of potential shown in both of them as they came into the NBA as 19-year-olds, as teenagers, they were absolutely dominating the NBA so far already, that this will probably go down as the biggest draft day trade in NBA history. I mean, unless there's ones that I'm missing right now in my mind, please leave comments down below of what draft day trades I'm missing that were big ones, because I'm actually kind of curious to hear what you guys have to say about that. But this video is focused on Trae Young, and honestly, with that final statement, I'm pretty close to wrapping up my debate for today. So yes, there is the full list of reasons and evidence as to why I believe that Trae Young will be the next Stephen Curry of the NBA in the following few years. All right, you guys, after getting everything off my chest, I'm really hoping you enjoyed the video I brought here today. It took a while to produce, it took a while to get my research and everything, but I feel like it's going to turn out as a great video here in the end. If you guys did enjoy the video in any way, shape, or form, please, I highly encourage you to go down below and slap a like on it for me. You guys know how much I enjoy the support. It means the world seeing all the likes, all the comments, all the positive feedback, all the subscribers recently, you guys. I love each and every one of you for doing it. It means the world. You genuinely have no idea. But after saying that, I think that's all I have to say for this video. But once again, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to go down below and subscribe. I'm coming out with new NBA content daily and weekly. You guys don't want to miss out. But once again, I thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. You mean the world to me. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace!